it's a great country to live because you have so much opportunities here. But unfortunately for me, because of the cost of living, I was not going to be able to meet my financial goals if I stay here in the United States. I am so happy that I was able to purchase my land in the Dominican Republic few months back, like a year and a half. Um, it was a tough decision because since I started working here in the United States, one of my big goals was to have something back in my country. But like I have said and mentioned in my previous video, no one really helped me find the information that I needed in order to purchase land in the Dominican Republic or to make any moves. So because I wasn't really into it back in maybe 2018, 2017, I decided to leave things alone until 2021. That's when I got interested on investigating more about purchasing land in my Dominican Republic because after learning about frugal living and minimal life, I said to myself, Isadora, the United States is great. The United States is it's a great country to live because you have so much opportunities here. But unfortunately for me, because of the cost of living, I was not gonna be able to meet my financial goals if I stay here in the United States. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Isadora and in this channel we talk all about personal development, side hustle, um, constructing in the Dominican Republic, and anything that can help you to take off to the next level. So if any of this topic interests you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like this video for more. Being in the United States is a great advantage. You not only meet a lot of cultures and people from all around the world, but you're living in one of the largest cities in the world. But with that comes a big cost. Yes, the cost of living here in the New York City area, especially that's where I live, could be very, very high. Now, yes, the accommodation and how can I say it? The convenience of everything here in New York City, it is extremely incredible compared to other countries. Like you have everything around you. So when you move from the New York City area to other parts of the United States, you're like, oh my God, because you literally have everything near you. You are not missing anything. The cost of living here in the United States could be very high, especially here. And for my financial goals, it's not sustainable. And unfortunately for me, staying here will mean being a slave for the rest of my life. Now, let me just clarify that I'm not saying the United States is a bad country or that New York City is a bad state to live. I'm just talking about the expenses. I know a lot of people that they can afford to live very comfortably here, and that's totally fine. But unfortunately, for me, it's not doable. An apartment here in New York City can cost from $2,000 to $3,000, depending on how big it is and the area that you're located, etc. Plus all the things that you have to pay aside from that, your bills, etc. So if you're not making a very good money, at least six figure, it could be really difficult to survive here. And I'm gonna be honest. Um, a lot of people here they have help from the government in order to be able to meet their ends meet, and that is true. And even though a lot of people want to cover the sun with one finger, that is the truth. A lot of people here even are not making enough money, even if they could, because they don't want to lose their public assistance. They don't want to lose their Medicaid and their insurance that is covering for the stuff for their doctors, etc. And this is the truth because I personally know people that they're not able to work more than they want to because they don't want to lose these benefits. And it is sad because imagine you could be making a lot more money, but then it's not even worth it because at the end of the day, you're paying back, so it's like a whole chain. I don't want to get too deep into it because I don't want people eating me alive because everybody has their opinions, but I'm just saying that unfortunately for me, this is not a sustainable way of living. After adapting a minimalist and a more frugal lifestyle, I realized that for me, it's more important to have time with my family, with nature, with myself. And unfortunately, here with the hustle society that we live in, especially now, like for example, right now I'm 8 months pregnant. Sometimes I wish I can stay at home sleeping, but there's so much bills that we have to pay and take care of, especially for my daughter, my son that is coming now, my mom, etc. Things like that. I can afford to just stay home. Now, yes, I have enough money saved in order to be able to stay at home for a few weeks until the baby is stronger and then go back to work. But it is crazy that if you don't have $10,000 or a little more to cover at least 3 months of expenses, that doesn't really do anything. Imagine how much we have to work in order to save $10,000. So this is what I'm saying. Taking the decision to live abroad not only was going to save me money, but also stressed, and it was going to take my mind out of this hustle society. Because if I save enough money to go live in the Dominican Republic, not only am I saving in housing because I own my house, but on food and other things that I don't really need. And I will have more time to spend with my daughter, my son, which sometimes I am so stressed here with my daughter that's 10, Gabrielle. I wish I could give her more time, play with her, but sometimes I be taking out the stress that I come out of the house with in the house, and I feel like I'm passing her that energy of frustration, sometimes what happened at work, etc. Because even if you don't want to take that energy to your house, you still take it. So for me, moving to the Dominican Republic and creating this new dream of moving abroad, because that's something that I want to do, has bring me joy, and the way I'm planning everything is going exactly like I planned it. This is why I always say on my channel that it's very important to plan. When you plan your stuff, you know what's coming ahead. There's no surprises, and it's very hard to believe, but it is the truth. That's exactly what I do with my money. I plan ahead with my money, and guess what? When the money comes to my account, I already know what I'm doing with it. Because when you let things go with the flow, sometimes that doesn't work, especially financially. You gotta control that money because if not, it's gonna fly away and you're not gonna know what the heck is in your account. So this is the same thing. I calculated a lot of things that um, I was gonna be saving money on if I decide to move. Yes, there's the pros and cons, but there's pros and cons for everything, and you only have one life, and you have to do what makes you happy. So what makes me happy is planning for my future and living to the Dominican Republic, finish building my house, um, having my own business over there, keep my content creation career, which is something that I am pursuing to do for a long term, like right now, and keep inspiring other people that want to break through this mentality that society has put into us that sometimes we don't even feel happy with. So this is what my channel is all about: inspiring, telling you my own experience so that you can get inspired as well, so that you know that it is possible. And always gonna keep telling you guys the same thing. Like right now, I am at work and I decided to record this video because I thought it was important. So yes. So with this being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget. And I'm gonna leave my registry for my upcoming newborn Maxwell. I'm going to leave the link in the description of the video. You can go support me there. And I'm also going to leave the Buy Me a Coffee account QR, which you can scan right there. If you want to watch more of my content, make sure that you subscribe and make sure you go watch my other playlist. With this being said, thank you so much, and I see you in the next video.